You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
My goddaughter's just getting a tattoo in an area where I don't want to know anything. I'm like, please untag me from that. Are we on?
Are we live? Are we on?
Yeah. This is the new clock. Did nobody tell you?
Nobody told us. So
okay. I thought you did this on Monday.
Wow.
You're on.
So John was telling me a story, which probably is better that was not on air.
I'll put it this way.
Yes, Don Johnson, you're right. We're talking about tattoos.
Those of us that are on in years, I would say 40 and 45 and up. Many of us have
a pretty big range there, buddy.
Nieces, goddaughters, whatever. Speaking for all these old men closer to the grave than a rave, please don't tag me into your bathing suit pictures. Don't tag me into first tattoo picture.
The one
I
time
don't need to know any of that.
Wait,
stuff.
the one time we needed Comcast to freeze. It doesn't. Okay, it
right?
doesn't.
Just leave me out of it. I mean, I love these people dearly.
Right. So JD, I don't remember the pie chart. So when do we take a break?
Well, this is supposed to be the cold open, and then you throw it to the opener in like a minute and a half.
Okay.
This sounds too much like work, which means I'm going to need to check.
Makeup.
Kyle will need
for
to
my
drop
partner
off
here.
like a judge's plate.
I'll forward you the. I'll forward you the pie chart.
No, I'll tell you, man.
And I'm not talking about real pie.
Every once in a while, Kyle will message me a picture of his turn-in plate, and I got to tell you, this is when people say to me,
right,
hey,
I
do
remember
barbecue?
seeing pics of that. He always puts like kale, right?
I eat barbecue. Yeah, well, that's judges. My understanding is that the barbecue judging is real strict, so it either probably has to be kale or
something,
maybe spinach or.
Right.
Let's put it this way: you can't just say, "Hey, here, try this. Do you like it?" Yes, no. That's not how they work.
Yeah, no, I realize that.
I like barbecue. I've made barbecue.
Thank you, TJ.
What Kyle does is like at another level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What Kyle does is...
Yeah, I always notice it's like uniform.
Yeah.
The ribs are like where do you find ribs that are all the same size like
I understand they always have a hookup, and then they kind of fashion them. They trim them. I was part of the barbecue team
because
once.
that was always what struck me as kind of weird in his pics. It seemed like all the ribs were the same length.
I was part of a barbecue team once, and they were in chicken, and all those chicken thighs had to look identical. So there I was with culinary shears, sort of making sure that the way they were cooked and smoked, that's,
Yeah, I like barbecue,
it's a lot,
but apparently
man.
not
it's
making
a lot.
it.
I've competed in food competitions, and I've judged food competitions. The barbecue society people are,
Yeah. No, I've watched some of the shows back in the day, so I know they take it very seriously.
I wore the Black Lantern ring. Is OUG here tonight?
What?
I wore the Black Lantern ring because OUG was... You have to send one to her.
Because as old as you are, you're like a child sometimes.
Somebody on Monday mentioned the Legion ring.
We forgot to put that one away. It was laying on the table, and look, it's for me. And no, it wasn't actually, John. We forgot to put it away.
How do you think I got that Alex Ross and Invaders Avengers thing?
I don't want to know.
You left that out.
I don't want to know. Okay, because I may be called depositions at some point.
This wasn't put away properly, Nick.
Yeah. I gotta admit, JD, I can feel that one. Yeah. Okay. I mean, what's the point? You're supposed to stand there and look at it.
You know what? It's fun. It's whatever. But from what I understand, when I'm in a barbecue competition, I was in like a bacon cook-off, and basically the prize was a big like pro wrestling belt that said Bacon Champ. So I was fine with goofing around. When there's real money on the table, Kyle's in like money competitions.
Yeah, I know.
10 grand, 25 grand.
Oh, wait. JD, are we supposed to go to the opening now?
Yeah, why not? Why don't we do that?
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Sure, whatever, man.
We'll be right back on Comic Collectables. And now they're frozen. I think it may have been my fault at this point. They're just
All right.
staring
So
at me. Oh, there they're back.
Are you
Okay.
kidding me? Okay. Are
we back? That was
seriously?
genius.
Seriously? I mean, come on. Did you do that on purpose, JD?
I
Because
didn't.
the
Nope.
timing was perfect.
Nope. It just worked out that
Oh
way.
my Lord. I can't even believe it. All right. So when do we go to break now?
Whenever we effing feel like on the table.
All right. Are we back?
Are we really though? Photos.
Oh my God, guys! I'm so sorry.
Oh,
this is bad. This is bad.
I think you guys might need to drop out and like just reload the browser.
Well,
Maybe
I'm gonna try to.
Can't they just
get the
screenshot the
MiFi
books
card.
and buy what they want and get out of here?
Oh, this is crazy.
There's a new beer on tap. It says.
My Lord, it's so bad.
Here we go.
All right, so hold on. I'm gonna
Dwayne's
tap
a
out.
pain. By the way, Dwayne's a pain. I've been looking at your calf gallery. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Tune in this Friday. I like it.
you seem to be okay right now.
We're
We
good?
can go like this for a little while.
Yeah, the second this is on.
Yeah. Are you kidding me, man?
Piggyback.
I can't even. I can't even.
I told you we got that other thing in our house, and my Xfinity started running a million times better. The Verizon guy's like, I'm
Hey,
practically
Robbie,
giving it.
you do, my friend. We've been doing so many shows. We're still catching up with Amy coming back, so we got to check your invoices. You had a lot that went out in like a 1-2 week period. So, Robbie, yeah, definitely. But I just got to figure out what that is. All right, and we haven't had a chance to do it, my friend. All right, but you're good to go. All right, so we're back. I don't even need to hook up to the MiFi card. It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. John, maybe. All right. So you know what? For our buddy John Spilios, we're gonna open it up with that. We've got tonight. Let me see. Where is it? Okay. Amazing Spider-Man number 49. Signed with Punisher cover sketch by Paul Maitland.
Are we really back now?
We are.
Okay.
And
wow.
suggested retail of $149.99.
Man.
We're going to do it for what year was Punisher?
1979 or 7.
All right, let's say 77.19. I realize that we did not do all the prices, but that's all right. We'll make it up as we go along. All right, so there you go. All right, you got it, John Spilios. All right, so that one's gone. All right. So what do we have tonight? All right. So we have 2 more sketch covers.
John, it's 1974.
19. All right, 74.19 then. So thank you, John. All right. So you got it, buddy.
He claimed it. You saw that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So as always, we got 10-pack Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. So it's just a retail of $40 or higher. And as always, we have it $5 for the group, 50 cents a copy. Can't go wrong there. All right. Let's do. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to do the other 2 sketch covers. So the other one is Uncanny Avengers #1, signed with Quicksilver cover sketch by Lance Footer and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $109.99. You got it, Triple B.
Pack.
All right. This one, we're going to do this one. You know what? we're gonna do something we've never done before. We're gonna do this one at let's say $30. What the heck?
And people say I give Nick stuff away. All right, well.
Wait, I'm trying to see how long it's gonna take before he comes in here like Hawaii 5-0 busts the door down.
I know.
All right.
Don Johnson would also like a 10-pack.
All right, you got it, Don. Don Johnson 10-pack. All right, you got it, buddy. All right, then final one. So Triple B, Don Johnson. All right, A&X #1 signed with Spider-Man versus Kraven the Hunter cover sketch by Lance Footer and Mariana Nicieza. Suggested retail of $129.99. We're doing this as one of our 5-star $50 books of the night. All right, so there you go. All right, so then, this is a big one. We're going to do some Dynamite Virgins, and this one is Darkwing Duck #8, limited virgin cover by Mirka Andolfo.
Nice.
That's a nice one.
This is a good today's new comic book day. Today, Dynamite had like there's Darkwing Duck. 2 books this week that essentially I asked Nick for. So again, I can't complain. More superpowers. Vampirella's superpowers 4 or 5, I think. And the thing I've been literally nagging about for I forgot how long is Kong.
Oh yeah, we have that one too.
Yeah, Kong. I am so excited about this book.
So Darkwing Duck #8 limited edition virgin cover by Mirka Andolfo. That one we have at $50. Joseph, no $1 comics, but we do have a handful of $5 comics back issues. So
you get order 10-pack, you get them for 50 cents a copy.
There you go. If you order Dynamite 10-pack reader set, you'll get that one for as John just said.
It's $5 for 10 comics. So that's 50 cents a book is about as low as it gets.
All right. So the next one up we've got is Kong, the Great War #3, retailer incentive, 120 ratio virgin cover by Jay Lee and June Chung. Suggested retail of $50. And tonight we've got it for it's a 120 ratio, so let's do it for $20.
Yeah, if you're not ready.
Hey, Lyle.
Lyle. Hey, Lyle, I hope you're doing well. Lyle mentioned on Monday he was
evacuated. Hey, how's it going, Lyle? Let us know how things have been working. I know you were evacuated. I don't know if you're back home or what's going on, but let us in on what's going on. Joseph, so shipping is real simple. Anywhere within the continental United States, up to 6 bag and boarded comics is $10 priority mail or $5 media mail. Media mail will take up, I don't know the exact weight, but you can ship a lot for about $5. And then we don't have any slab books tonight, but if we did any slab books, up to 3 slab comics is $17.50 priority mail anywhere within the continental United States. If you live in Canada or you are overseas or Alaska, Hawaii, overseas, let us know. JD, if you could throw up the submission form. If you claim anything, fill out the submission form. And and thank you, JD. And Kicking It with Henri has $1, $2 books and some great bargain bundles. The shipping, I don't know what his shipping costs are, but cool. John Spilios. Cool. Very good. Very good.
Still on evacuation.
Oh, man. Oh, Lyle, I'm so sorry to hear that, buddy.
Man, stay safe, bud. That's
absolutely.
Yikes.
Yeah, absolutely. Stay safe, man.
That's
horrible.
This Age of Kong book I love this thing. This is chronologically, it takes place before the first movie.
Right.
And I just, it's one of the things they decided to do is flush out Skull Island. And other publishers have done this. And I would say they've done a terrible job. I like characters that different publishers do throughout the years. I mean, Vampirella has had multiple publishers. Sometimes people got King Kong. Same with Godzilla. Sometimes people got it and sometimes people didn't. King Kong has also had sort of an up and down history.
Right.
When Nick, and not to put words in Nick's mouth, but I think Nick wanted to do Kong when it was right, when he had the right creators. The Jay Lee cover is amazing. We kind of just coming out of Godzilla Kong. I think they're going to do another Godzilla Kong. I think there's going to be a comic for it. There's kind of a lot going on with that whole sort of monsterverse.
Right.
So I'm kind of this story that's going on now in Age of Kong. It's really sort of like setting the stage for this idea of where like the governments of the worlds are finding out, hey man, there's an island out there. We're starting to discover, you know what I mean?
Right.
After World War I, we're starting to discover there's a lot, you know what I mean? There's a lot of kaiju out there.
Joseph, so they are Dynamite titles. They are random, although we try to help people out. If you specify you're a Vampirella fan or a Red Sonja fan, we'll try to focus on that. The grade of the comics, they're usually, we're the publishers. So I would say they are all, near mint, 9.2s or better, obviously. So they're coming straight out of the box from the printer. All right. And, we'll always work with people. And again, a lot of people who only buy the 10 packs during the shows, Joseph, they will generally opt for medium mail, which is $5 because it doesn't make much sense to spend $10, ship $5 worth of books.
It cracks me up when people ask me, man, how are your Dynamite comics always so cherry? Well, I get them from the source.
Yeah, except if you're John. Then you pay $0. Preston. 62 lefty. We've already had the freeze tonight, of course. All right, so from what JD tells me, the first break will be at 24 minutes in the hour, and then we have a second break, which is supposed to happen at 44 cents.
Well, so you want to sell the comics too? I mean, I'll get out of here.
All right, so Triple B,
to pick up my book.
Do you want 3 more on top of the one you already ordered? So that makes 4, or you just want 3? So clarify for me, buddy. All right, so let me see. So, right, CJ.
That's right. We have some cool vintage stuff again.
Kind of like Johnny Carson and yeah.
Hello. All
right, total 4. Got
total
it.
4.
All right, so so who's Johnny Carson? Who's Ed McMahon?
Well, I'm big and usually drunk, so that would probably make me Ed McMahon, right? I mean, let's be honest. How many of those shows did Ed do?
My God, I have no idea.
He used to hang in some Beverly Hotel lounge till about past 4, and then have a driver drop him off at the studio.
What I always thought was funny was apparently during the years that they were filming the Tonight Show, Ed McMahon would show up in like a stretch limousine, and Johnny Carson would drive himself.
Johnny Carson was a car nut. He was like one of those first
kind of like what's
car nuts. Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. Yep.
I've seen some of the pictures, not a massive collection, but Johnny Carson had like super rare vintage cars where literally they made like 10 or 20 of them.
Right.
He had a car that like 3 or 4 rolled off the assembly line, so he would just drive himself.
And I'm Guillermo from
Nice.
All right, Last Virgin, Victory number 3, retail incentive 1 in 10 ratio. Cosplay cover with Rachel Holland and Alicia Marie. Suggested retail of $50, and we're gonna do that one for. Let's do that one for $20 as well.
I was talking to Rachel and Alicia Marie yesterday, and Alicia Marie has said the question she gets most asked, particularly by her makeup person, is how she stays in this costume. And her answer was double-sided tape. Lots and lots and lots of double-sided tape. There was like a thread, a bunch of us were talking about it or whatever.
So you're saying it's not real practical?
Well, apparently Vampirella's original costume was based on something called the sling bikini from the era. And now there's a company.
All right, Preston, you got it, buddy.
That's a really nice cover.
All right, I got you. Lyle, old Dynamite comic, limited quantity 500. Gold title, red full cover. Do you remember that one? John might.
That's probably, I'm going to say maybe 2012.
Sound about right there, Lyle?
Maybe 2010, 2012. I'm trying to think of when. That might be the very first time I emailed Dynamite asking them to buy Gold Kid.
Really?
Yeah. I was part of like the Dynamite websites thing for a while.
You've been hounding Nick for that long.
I have been hounding Nick for quite some time.
Dated 2000, number 4. Huh.
Very cool. Well, yeah, I mean, Dynamite is just kind of.
Lyle, if you get a chance, email us a picture. I'd be curious to see it.
That was the era where we got Buck Rogers was in that era. A lot of people. I had a conversation with someone online from the Dynamite group,
right,
about Buck Rogers, and essentially the person made the mistake of saying, "I know Dynamite Comics. They never did Buck Rogers," which made it real easy for me to simply go up the stairs, find Buck Rogers,
John's
take the pictures.
Just waiting for you to say those words.
I'm waiting for someone in one of these Dynamite fan groups to say, "Oh no, you're mistaken." Oh really? Okay. Well then, how do you explain this? And I post the photos, so I'm not super popular.
I will tell you, I am impressed with because you called it. I am impressed with. So if you don't know, some of the local restaurants, they call John to kind of come in and do I don't know what you call it, like a critique sort of.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not really a critic.
It's not supposed to be a critic thing, but it's partly promotional, and it's partly they like to get feedback from someone
right from
in the
area
business that sort of has a little bit of standing in the community, I guess, if you want to call it that. Well,
that place Toasted is toasted. So it's like this little place, and it's right around the corner from my house. And I'm always real excited when something new opens. And it was a sandwich joint called Toasted. Yeah. And I walked in there. I walked in there once, and I was surprised. I thought the prices were really, really high for what you were getting. Didn't really think of anything of it. Well, they called John and asked him to come by. And John gave them the truth, which apparently they did not want.
I didn't even. It's not like I went on Facebook and ripped them or anything. I told one of the owners and the chef exactly what I said. Look, I said, if you guys want to be in Mount Laurel, this is a nice community. People have some money here. People are going into Philadelphia. They're going to James Beard nominated level places. This isn't going to make it. Like the guy got upset that I recognized. I said, this cheese comes from Sam's Club, doesn't it? And of course, it became like a whole thing.
John brought me. What'd you bring me? It was some sort of cheese and
I think it was
beef.
A grilled short rib.
Yeah, that's it. John would not eat it. Okay, so he gave it to me. Now I have to agree with John. It was greasy. There wasn't enough meat. Oh, don't get me wrong. It was a free sandwich. I ate it. Okay, all right, but I didn't enjoy it. But I still ate it. It was free. Come on.
Well, they were talking about how innovative they were. And I explained to them literally, I was doing this same sandwich 15 years ago off a food truck. You can't expect people to pay sit-down restaurant prices.
Yeah.
For food truck food that you're not even doing very well.
Their avocado toast was like, dude, I can get this at Wawa, bro. Yeah.
You know what? We got
you toasted the bread. Yeah. You toasted bread. You took some avocado spread. You spread it on the bread. No, dude, I'm not paying you like $8 or $9 bucks.
People are just not going to pay it, man. They're just
not. Joseph, I'm sorry, buddy. You might have misunderstood. It is a Dynamite 10-pack, so I can only include Dynamite titles. Because we don't publish obviously Spider-Man or Wolverine or that. We can't really do it. We can't really do other titles. So the 10-pack is restricted to just Dynamite titles, my friend. All right. I'm sorry about the confusion there. CJ, he's done some restaurant consulting. Well, CJ, you got to understand, dude, they were open for, at that point, like a month. And they were closed on Sundays, right? It was like, dude, you cannot close on Sundays
not in like a
maybe Chick-fil-A
town where
Chick-fil-A can get away with
it. It's institutionalized for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
When not to mention Chick-fil-A has lines from their pickup window to the highway that they're on. You can do that. When you're like a new company, also Chick-fil-A has a unique product. Most people aren't going to make that chicken sandwich at home. That's true. Who can't do grilled cheese in their house?
Yeah. All right, so JD, I'm sorry.
Right, CJ,
we got to go to the break now, and then we'll be right back.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP.
All right,
We are
so
back.
we are.
So it's a break every 8 minutes? I didn't read that thing all the
Wait,
way
what?
through. Is it a break every 8 minutes?
No. We
What,
have
are
to
we
break
YouTube
again
now?
at 44, I think, JD said. All right. So Joseph Ritchie. All right. So, because you're a new viewer, we have some back issues that are very reasonably priced. So we're going to go to those next. So first up, we've got Marvel 2-in-1, number 29 from 1977. It is The Thing in Shang-Chi. Give JD a second. There we go. Got this one for $5.
There it is. Marvel 2-in-1 is like DC Comics Presents. It's not quite as well known as some of the other team-up books, but it was really, really good for its time. I know, especially in Marvel, it was always Marvel team-up, Spider-Man, and whoever. But
all right,
Marvel
you got it,
2-in-1 had some amazing stories. The Thing is one of those characters that you can just have fun with. You know what I mean? The Thing is a character everybody loves. You never hear anybody say they hate Ben Grimm.
I hate Ben Grimm.
Stop it. Do you even know who that is? You don't read comics.
You insult me, sir, with your mutton chops. They mock me.
They mock me. And you can just have a lot of fun. You would see, and of course, because of the story, the backstory of the Fantastic Four, Ben Grimm knows everybody. You know what I mean? He's got connections everywhere with S.H.I.E.L.D. We saw the other book up there, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
One of my most distinct comic memories when I was younger is the Thing going to get a slice of pizza. And he sits on the bar stool to get a slice of pizza. And before he gets a bite, Thing opens up, the seat goes down, and he's like, like in that kind of typical, like almost like Three Stooges way. And it turns out that the pizza is like a front for S.H.I.E.L.D. And they've got like this massive James Bond.
Oh, the big elevator.
Big elevator. And I remember thinking to myself, I'd seen it before, James Bond movies, other movies, Matt Helm movies, but.
So, TJ, unfortunately, they are not. based on our license with Disney, we cannot discount the Disney titles. All right, just want to let you know, buddy. But Red Sonja, Vampirella, Draculina, trying to think of any
Army
other
of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. Anything else we can throw in there? Ninjets. But unfortunately, Disney titles are not available, buddy. So
that's
all right.
You know what? I'm not sure who was the first person to do that. I'm kind of guessing it's Ian Fleming, James Bond,
right?
Where you think you're in a restaurant and
yeah, because they used to do it on Get Smart all the time.
They used to do it on Get Smart. There's a long kind of history, both serious spy movies and spoofy spy movies, of that sort of thing.
Oh, I forgot. We do have a giveaway tonight.
Oh, we have a giveaway.
We are giving away.
If we get to 20 likes, we got 20 viewers and 14
That's not
likes.
what my post-it note said.
All right, well, let's get to 20 likes. Let's pretend we have to get to 20 likes.
So anyway, regardless of how it's going to happen, the giveaway is Gargoyles Ash Can. And JD, I believe I threw that pick up for you, buddy.
The rare Gargoyles Ash Can.
So give JD a second there. And with the new brake system, John and I totally discombobulated. All right, so
there's a Halloween marathon now.
It's starting real early. Pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, they've been serving the pumpkin spice now for a month, dude. It's crazy. All right, so what are we making the hashtag?
Gargoyles Ash Can?
No.
Nick, let's try to keep it under 400 letters, okay?
That's not the way you spell gargoyles. Seriously.
I think that's
gargoyles was
gargoyles. I think that's probably Portuguese, man.
Gargoyles. That's me with my broken English.
Oh my god.
EXP gargoyles. I like that. Okay.
All right. Guys, hashtag EXP gargoyles, all lowercase.
Hashtag win.
Win.
All right.
You don't get it. You don't know what happened, do you?
Enter that in the chat for a chance to win. You only got to enter it once. All right. But get us to 20 likes. We're almost there. So we're definitely having garglers.
Garglers, nice.
Panel time.
Yikes.
Oh, man. All right. So you only need
BBB. Do we get to 20 likes at least?
We're almost there. We'll get there. All right. So let me see here.
Let me hit like on my phone.
That's cheating.
That's cheating.
I'm trying to help you.
How are you helping me? I'm not winning the free prize.
You get to say, look, Nick, we may not have done as much money as we needed to, but look at how many likes we got.
Yeah, I don't think 18 to 20 is going to push anything over the top there, but it's my guess.
Are you kidding me? That'll be that's how Nick pays.
Round guy, what's up, buddy?
That's how Nick pays for the licenses for all the insane stuff I ask for. Now you're laughing.
Okay, we're at 19.
You're laughing at
all
me,
right.
but in 2025,
Lyle, you got it, buddy.
When Disney is doing Johnny Dangerously comics, I'm going to look back on these 2023 footage and go, I told you so.
Johnny Dangerously.
That was a good movie. All right, we're at 22. So make sure. So make sure.
All right,
we're there. We're there. We're at 21.
Thank you, CJ.
We are at 22.
Nice.
Does what really work, Preston?
In that case, since we got to 22,
looks like another giveaway coming up.
I'd say there's another giveaway coming up.
All right.
I'll think of something.
All
right. So you won't have to enter again. We'll use the same hashtag for the second giveaway. All right. So let me get through.
Exactly. My uncle watched Johnny Dangerously once. Yeah, Nick and I were having this conversation one time. And I said, I wanted to see Johnny Dangerously and I wanted to see Dr. Detroit. These are like great old movies. And I'm like, revisit these universes. They'd be pretty cool. Of course, like 5 people would buy the books. And Nick could be like, why did you make me waste money on this?
You need to buy all 5, John.
Hey, all right, I need to buy it.
All right. Next up, we have Marvel Tales number 137 from 1982. It's Doctor Strange origin story. And I believe it is a reprint.
We'll do a rare Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids.
All right.
This is so cool. Everybody loves
All right. Marvel Tales number 137. We have for $10. All right. So the second giveaway is going to be Let me see. Mad Balls
versus Garbage Pail Kids Ash Can. Let me show it once.
Just once.
All right. Kids Ash Can. So
you know what, TJ? I'll say one thing about the Dr. Detroit. They really, really upset me.
Oh, no.
What did it say at the end of Dr. Detroit?
It said the Wrath of Mom, right?
Right.
Yeah, and we never got the Wrath of Mom.
We never got the Wrath of Mom.
So do you want to call the studio and ask about the rights, or should I do that?
For which one? Dr. Detroit or Johnny?
You decide. It's all yours.
Lyle, not yet, but we should have some on Monday. Anything new that's come in. All right, buddy?
I thought we had Fire and Ice.
I don't believe the medals came in, or at least they didn't the last time I asked. But
Amy was asking me.
Yeah, so that.
What about the incentives? Did we bring the incentives?
Incentives I have, but I wanted to get to. We had a new viewer that
on Instagram asked about Fire
and
Ice
he's asking
too,
for a lower price one. So we're trying to get through those. All right. So next up, we got Marvel 2-in-1.
Buckaroo Banzai. That's been a tricky one.
Oh yeah, that was a great movie.
Oh yeah, I think I asked Nick about that 7 years ago, and he said the same thing. It's really tricky to get.
And Marvel 2-in-1 number 26. Sorry about that, JD. I realized I left the number of the issue off the sheet. Thing versus Nick Fury, and we have this one for $5.
Yeah, this book is very. I've got a couple copies of this book, but this is a book where I just sort of.
You got it, John.
If I remember correctly, they sort of slap things on people's heads to control their minds. It was great.
All right. Then next up,
John, this is such a good book, man. Like I said, this sort of has like a lot of.
All right, you got it, Don. Don Johnson is claiming the Marvel Tales. Cool. All right, you got it, Don. All right, so then
we got 25 people watching, 24 likes, and I hit like twice. So if we get to 26 likes, I'll throw in a third giveaway. That's the producers calling, telling Nick to stop interrupting.
Stop doing this.
Guys, keep selling.
How?
I know, right? How? Yeah, those are nice pickups, guys. I love when these vintage books kind of go. That makes me very happy.
All right. So next up, we have Marvel Spotlight on Star-Lord number 7 from 1980. Frank Miller cover. And we've got this one for $5.
Marvel Spotlight is another book that had some really cool kind of stuff. Some of this stuff was culled from the pages of like Star Wars Star-Lord magazine. Which I think John Byrne was the first artist for. It was like a Curtis magazine, more like an adult level. Mm-hmm. Star-Lord's been through a few things. He's been through a few interpretations of his character. But
all right. So
we get to 26?
All right, John Spilios is claiming this one. Gotcha, John.
If we get to 26, we'll do the other.
Yes, we're at 26.
Oh, we're 26. Oh, there we go.
All right, so what's sold so far? The Marvel 2-in-1
Hold
thing,
on,
Mr.
you
Fury.
keep adding all this. I got to write it down. So which?
I got to write it down.
All right.
Let me show it once.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so Marvel Tale sold. Marvel 2-in-1 sold.
There's another Marvel 2-in-1 that sold too. If there's another one up there.
Yep. Oh, Mr. Kung Fu. Cool.
I was talking about seeing these books, like took me back to actually reading them. Didn't Paul Maitland publisher disappear?
Yeah,
I think John took that, right?
Yes, John Spilios.
Okay.
All right, so got you, John Spilios on the. All right, so next up we got Marvel Spotlight on Star-Lord number 6 from 1980.
6 and 7.
We did it in reverse, so John's already picked up 7.
Oh.
All right, so the saga begins. So we have this one for $15.
I was talking about the first time I saw Star-Lord. It was in a Marvel Premiere Curtis size magazine.
Yeah.
All right, Mill Skills, you got it, buddy. Skills. You got it, buddy. I got you.
Oh, is that a Man of Steel
All right.
up there? Ooh.
It might be. All right, then we have Marvel Double Feature. Do you see that up there, Nick?
Yeah.
Can you pick it up?
Why?
because I neglected. I skipped that. All right, so this one we have for $6.
Yeah, it's up there.
Nice.
No. I
think.
didn't put the price on the sheet.
Oh,
That was where I went wrong.
oh.
Yeah, so I need to see the back. So that was
Vampirella.
perfect. Marvel double feature number
Adventures.
17 from 1976.
Plain.
All right, you got it, John. All right. Okay, finally, Man of Steel number 1 from 1986, and we've got the one available for $8.
Have you ready on the trigger to beat John?
Yeah, I know. John's got some sort of super speed computer or
Well,
something.
remember they put all the pictures up in all the comic magazines where I think it was like Kurt Swan physically handing a pencil to John Byrne.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember that was like one of the first bits of comic book journalism I saw in places like Amazing Comics and Comics Journal, where they sort of
Did
like,
somebody grab the Man of Steel?
Not
somebody-
yet. Unless
Because I
missed
see
it.
nice grab, brother. So,
you might be talking about the thing before that.
but the thing before that, he grabbed the Marvel double feature.
Mill Skills, I think. He grabbed the Marvel Spotlight on
Okay.
Star Wars number 6. So
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that's what he's referring to.
Okay.
All right, so let's jump to incentives, and we've got 2 minutes before we have to go to our second break. I think I got that right, JD? All right. So next up, all right, these are this week's incentives.
Were these priced by Alex?
They were.
Oh God. Then they're too cheap.
You can beat them when he gets back. Okay.
No, that's okay.
No,
It's
no,
going
no.
to our audience first.
No. We're gonna videotape it. We're gonna make the X. We're gonna push the XP into viral. Nick Perucci beating up Screech.
Wouldn't it be great? He covered himself up in salt.
All of a sudden, we're gonna be all the buzz on
Keep
YouTube.
going.
All right. So, Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, number 32, 125 ratio. Patrick Gleason variant.
Oh wow.
Trading out there in the wild for $15. We have it for $10, and we do have multiple copies.
And we
Just a
had to
handful.
buy 10 copies. It cost us $20 to get one of these.
Correct.
And all
I
they
don't
have to
know,
do is
Don.
click.
I'll be honest with you. He's on vacation this week, but I don't think the boss has rescheduled. I think they haven't said anything. They haven't heard anything. It was supposed to be outside, so I don't know how they're going to do that. And they're not going to be able to reschedule because the Phillies may be in the playoffs.
There was a thing where I'm wondering if Alex took off because he was going to.
Well, no, he had scheduled vacation, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. But I don't think TJ, you got that right.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yikes!
I know, it just came to me.
Oh,
Can I
man.
tell you?
Hey,
All
you
right.
got to work with the guy, man. I just show up for my books.
Yeah.
Say
Gotta
hi
make
to
it
my peeps,
interesting.
and I'm
Gotta
out.
make it interesting, right? All right, next up we have Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, number 32.
We do have, I don't know if anybody wants it. We do have one more Marvel Spotlight number 7 for $5. It's in a little bit lesser condition.
Yeah, there was some. I think a couple people
So I
were
don't know
bidding on
if
some
Mill
of these
Skills
books.
needs it. Mill Skills, let us know if you want it. People other than John take vacations. Of course, people other than John take vacations. It's just that we get less vacations because John takes so many vacations.
John takes enough vacations for the next 10 people, okay?
My wife pointed out.
In 6 months.
My wife pointed out when we were in Myrtle Beach last year.
All right, what's the other incentive?
She's like, "We've seen at least 3 room changes. We should go home."
All right. Next up, we've got Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, number 32, 150 ratio. The Torque variant.
Nice.
Trading out.
Nice.
Trading out in the wild. For
Lyle, I hope you're
60?
doing okay.
Yeah. It's a bad scene there. And we have it tonight for 45.
And this is a 1 in 50,
This is a 1 in 50.
which means that cost us at least $100 to get one of those.
All right, so JD, are we supposed to take another break now?
Yeah, this
I'm
I'm not.
so confused.
You're gonna have to explain this because I'm not sure. Like, we'll take a
I'll
break
ex-
whenever they want to. But
I'll explain to you as soon as I understand it, dude. It's like asking me to explain open heart surgery to you. Yeah, as soon as I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Yes, if you don't want to skip this break, that's fine too.
Go for it. Go
yeah,
for
take
it.
the break, man. We'll be back in a few minutes. We have a lot more stuff, and I think we got giveaways, right? To
Yes.
decide. So we'll be back in a couple minutes.
We
Thanks,
have
everybody.
3 giveaways.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Lyle, enjoy your whiskey. Drink one for us, buddy. All right, so I'm going to blow through the incentives, and then we have some Captain Americas I want to get to, and then we'll do the drawing. All right, so next up we have Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6, number 32, 1:100 ratio. It's a Disney 100, black and white. Trading out in the wild for 120, and we've got it tonight for 100.
This Disney, the Disney 100 stuff, I've said it before. I just love this stuff. I can't. These are things that I'm going to be paying a stupid amount of money for in cons years from now.
All right, next up we have Immortal Thor number 1, 125 ratio, Stonehouse variant, trading in the wild for 25, and we have 18.
Alex
and
Ross
we have it for
giving
18
another
tonight.
character the immortal treatment.
Yeah, right. So we have it for $18 tonight. We do have multiples, a handful. All right, then finally, Immortal Thor number 1, 1:100 ratio, George Perez Virgin variant, trading for 100, and we've got it tonight for 50. All right, and then finally we have Invincible Iron Man Volume 5, number 9, 1:25 ratio, Bjorn Barenda, Barends, trading for 25, and we have it for 50.
This guy has done some very cool stuff on the new Alien. If you see the covers he's done for that, these things are, I'm a fan of Alien, fan of Predator, that whole sort of universe they created at Marvel picked up. The covers for some of those Alien books are amazing. And I've been waiting to see when that guy was going to migrate over from there to, more mainstream Marvel stuff.
Right. All right, so here we go. Here are the Captain Americas. So first up, we have Captain America number 193 from 1976. These are all high grade. This one is an 8.5. Jack Kirby, first appearance of Mad Bomb. We've got the one for $38.
King Kirby is back. I guess this is after his brief sabbatical at DC.
Right. All right, next up, we have Captain America number 217 from 1978. First Quasar Marvel Boy. This one is a 7.0, and we've got it for $39. Then we have Captain America number 255 from 1981, Frank Miller cover. This one I love. It is a 9.2, and we've got the one for $20.
Frank Miller cover, yeah.
All right. Then we had Captain America number 282 from 1983, first appearance of the Bucky Nomad. It is also a 9.2, and we have this one for $15.
The boa constrictor character. This is a character that always blew my mind when I was in, because I didn't know where the coils were coming from.
All right.
Right? I mean, these coils would be super long, and look at they're in his forearm. I'm like, how far do these go up? You know, those go up to like his neck, down to his feet.
But Wolverine and the claws are perfectly logical.
That's another thing I've just never understood. The fact that his claws are the same length or longer than his forearms. I mean, he's a short little dude to begin with, but you know what? If it sells, it works.
All right. Then we have Captain America number 332 from 1987, John Walker Captain America. And it is a 9.2, and we've got this one for $20.
It was hard to be a Captain America fan at this time, because there were, you know what I mean? I remember, collecting a lot of Cap back then. One of my favorite Marvel
All right,
characters.
Mill Skills, you're taking 332. Gotcha, Mill Skills.
Now you look back at this stuff, and it's like,
Right.
Their chase books or whatever, their keys. When you would pick this up at the store, you'd be like, man, what are you doing to Captain America? And it would be because the writers
That's a reflection of the time.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, we have Captain America number 333. First, it is a 9.2. First appearance, John Walker as the fourth Captain America. And we have the one for $28. And then we have Captain America number 354 from 1989. It is a 9.2 as well. And first appearance of U.S. agent John Walker. And we have this one for $90. And
this was the time when these hyper annoying characters were real popular. You had Guy Gardner getting pushed as Green Lantern, just absolutely awful. You had John Walker. It's seemingly in everything. Again, just absolutely awful. I know they were trying to toy with this anti-hero idea. And, again, it's the age of Morton Downey and all these sort of annoying people shoved into the spotlight. But it was a hard time to be a collector of some of these books. And now it's ironic because all these things are like keys.
Right.
And instead of picking it up for $1.25, now I'm dropping like $60 for it in a slap.
So this one I saved for last. Captain America book and record from 1974. I had this one. I had a whole bunch of them. Star Trek as well.
I love book and records. I love Viewmaster.
You're 45 long. You're 45. You had your little record player. All right. It is a 7.0 record included, of course.
Record included.
And we have this one for $23.
Wow.
All right. So, and that's it. That's what we got for tonight.
Those little 45 players they did everything with 45 players, right?
Remember when you had to get the little plastic thing in the middle, remember? So it could sit on your big Techniques.
One of my favorite things probably was the record player, and I can't remember the name of the company now, but it was around, and you put the record in and you get it to start to play.
Yeah. I remember those. All right, let's do the giveaways. You ready, JD?
Any terrible gimmicky thing, I would nag my father for. And because I guess he was a nice dude, he'd be like, all right.
Yeah, Marcus, right? If I could find one. All right, so first one is going to be the Gargoyles Ash Can. All right, here we go. Hit it, JD.
Good luck, everybody.
John Spilios. There you go, buddy. All right, so John Spilios, our first winner.
Looks like
Robbie Roach claiming Captain America.
CJ, that's it. Close and play. I thought those were...
Hey, Robbie, just to clarify, you are talking about 354, correct? I'm assuming that you are, but I just want to double check, buddy. All right.
That's nice.
Just want to make sure, buddy. All right. So next one, next giveaway. Oh, Robbie, you meant 333. Gotcha. Okay. You got it, buddy. No problem.
Oh, Joseph Ricci just won something.
Oh, really? Oh, good. Hey, Joseph, hopefully you're still watching. Hold on. Let me just make sure I get Robbie's.
There'll be
all right.
Is the link pinned to the top of the channel?
I don't believe it's pinned, but JD, if you could throw it up again. So, Joseph, hopefully you are still watching. We need you to fill out the submission form so that we have your ship to address.
Yeah, real name and stuff like that.
And I think your son would actually like this particular ash can. It is the Mad Balls versus GPK. All right, so the second Mad Balls versus GPK, we're going to give away. So spin it, JD. Round guy. Congrats,
Usually
buddy.
I'm the roundest guy in the room, but congratulations, round guy.
All right. So there you go. Round guy. Hey, if you don't mind, fill out the submission form too for your winner, for your winnings, if you would, my friend. All right. Other than that, what's coming up tonight, JD?
Doesn't Robbie need us to know it's like 3 days left of the Horror Fest or something?
3 days left to Horror Fest on PCP.
Next up, we got 3T. It's Talking Treats Trivia, and his guest tonight is a person whose name might just be coming up on my screen right here. Kyron Silva.
Cool.
His book, Zob the Lightning Wielder, is on Kickstarter right now.
Cool.
Cool.
Very cool. So stay tuned. And we'll be back next Monday with our buddy Robbie. And Nick will be back on Friday night, 7 p.m.
Stay safe, Lyle.
Yes, stay safe, Lyle. 7 p.m. Eastern time for his original art show. And I will be on PCP with our buddy Rock and Robbie at noontime on Friday Eastern time for the topic of the day. But as always, thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
Wait.
Hold on. I'm coming in there. Hold on. We got 2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're on your own, JD.
Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Now we have 1 minute 45 seconds.
Now we have 1 minute 45 seconds.
So hold on. Hold on.
Just start running the music, man. Hitachi beats. He ain't coming. He's too low.
No, this is going to be a big one this Friday.
Thanks, Sean. Oh, Nick wants to show us some of his.
We have never had Marshall Rogers art before.
Oh, wow.
Got Marshall Rogers thumbnails
nice.
to Batman Dark Detective. Those will be available Friday. We've got a Green Lantern page from 2002 that I probably will do under $100. We have a cover recreation and reinterpretation by John Byrne to FF112.
Oh, wow.
And he does not do these anymore. A few Ultimate pages with Ultimate Iron Man, Ultimate Captain America. A recreation from Jack Kirby by Bob Layton. Iron Man commission. Deathstroke, Fernando Passerin splash. Titans double page spread.
Wow, you guys on Friday. Holy cow.
Friday at 7. Marshall Rogers is better than Mr. Rogers. Check it out. Hold on. David Finch. You know what I love about this from I forget what it was called. Now I forgot what the series is called. Forever Evil. In Crisis number 1,
you got it,
Howard
Robbie.
was afraid.
Yep.
And so Jeff made him afraid here. Okay. Check it out. Some Captain America, early Bucky. Oh, never had Mitch Bird art. We'll have Mitch Bird with Guy Gardner being the warrior. Check it out. Old school. Oh, God, I can't believe I can't remember. Darryl Banks. A Fantastic Four recreation that I'm sure that Ronald may jump on. But does he rock a cardigan? Hold on. Last of the Mohicans. And I'm going to show a few things that I bought for myself. Marvel Age color separations 2 months before Secret Wars number 1. And I'm going to just show like a little bit of blue line art and art that I bought for myself that I thought we would share. So this Friday,
7 p.m.
August 28th.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. only on The Experience.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.